Welcome to another Monday, another live where we do a 20-question mock test. You guys put the answers in and play a big part in that. So hopefully you guys are having a good start to your week, better than I am anyway. So let's just take a look to see if anyone's here. Laura, as usual, welcome. Nice to see that you're here. Caroline, welcome. Dynamic, welcome back. I had a few questions I wanted to ask, but I forgot some. Was that from last week or something you thought of since last week? Whatever you remember, put it in the chat. So I just can't hear myself. Hold on 1 second. That's better. Yeah, put it in the chat and I can answer that for you, driving related or theory related. That's for everyone, regardless of what questions you've got, whether it's the theory test or your driving test. I will answer that for you. Any questions that you guys have between lives, jot them down because you don't want to, James, welcome. You don't want to forget them. I can answer it and make it personal rather than answer it as a generic question. My last Monday, my theory test is on Saturday. When you say on Saturday, I'm assuming this Saturday. Revising from the book and study with me series. When you study from the book, has the book got the answers? Because some of the books have the questions in the front and the answers at the back. If it's got the answers, then yeah. If it hasn't got the answers, then how do you know you're going right or wrong? That's the only thing I would say with the books. But if you are a book reader, that may be the best for you. But I would always recommend apps because it's more laser focused. But you got to do you, basically. Rita, I've not seen your name before, so welcome to you. Timothy, not seen your name before, so welcome to you. Alusula, I'm probably butchering that, but welcome. Laura, I'm good. How are you? How's your studying going? More than anything else. James, good day to you. I'm assuming you meant tomorrow. Any last minute tips? I'll come back to that. Oh, Charlene. First of all, unlucky with that. What score did you get with that? With anyone who fails the theory test, I would always recommend look at the categories that you got the questions wrong in and restudy that. If you failed it, the chances are, from my experience, you would have got. If you failed it today, that means you got the paper. If you're at home, you got the paperwork with you. So while you're live, look at the paperwork and listen to what I'm saying. You would have got at least 5 categories wrong, but you haven't put your score. So I said, from my experience anyway, you'd have got at least 5 categories wrong. And those are the categories you want to restudy before booking another test. There's a lot of you failing the theory test by the messages you're sending me and then booking another test for next week. That makes no sense. Because if you failed it, how's the result going to be different 7 days later? Peace. I've not seen your name before, so welcome. Kihindi, welcome. Again, another name I've not seen. Got quite a few new faces here again, which is nice to see. And my test on Saturday, and I passed it. Thanks so much. Congratulations on passing, and thank you for coming and letting me know. Considering I've not seen your name before, maybe you're a silent watcher and not commented, but well done to you. Congratulations. Where are we? I need instruction driver. I'm assuming you mean driving instructor in Luton. If you are doing, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So you're gonna have to look for one in Luton if that's where you want it to be. Welcome, Stuart, Jerry. I've not seen your name before, so again, welcome. All the new viewers, welcome to you guys, and speak up in the chat. Let me know that you're new. Silent, here we go. Silent listener. Yans. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. I got my test on Wednesday. Well, first and foremost, I wish you luck with that. If you've got any questions, any doubts that you want cleared up, put it in the chat and I can answer it to you. I've written my test. I've written the test 3 times. Please help me. With what? I'm getting a lot of emails and messages. Please help. You've got to tell me what you want help with. Has a perception, particular category. Just saying help doesn't help me to help you. And there's not much I can do over the live other than the demonstrations. You meant tomorrow. Still, good luck with it. Tomorrow. Emanuela, congratulations on passing. Thank you for letting me know. So well done to you. All right, keep the chat coming. Another pass, that's what I love to see. Just want to say thanks to you. Congratulations, and well done to you. Stuart, right, pass 44 and 50. Right, I got that. 44 out of 50 and 60 out of 75. Well done to you, Stuart. Congratulations. So I'm just reading this comment. Hi, Dora. My question is with has a perception. I Googled what to do and it said if you use a pattern or method, you fail. And I thought, is that like the double click method? No, it isn't. Let me come back to that. All right, let me use it as a cue to do the overview. I'll come back to that in a minute. Right, so those of you that are new, what I normally do before we go into the 20 question mock test is an overview of the theory test. I never assume that you guys know how the theory test works. There's quite a lot of you out there, not necessarily on the live, but I know in the classroom session, I had one this morning turn up for a course. I do intensive courses, just in case you guys don't know. I am a driving instructor. I'm not just Joe Public, who's just decided to help you guys with the theory test. I am a qualified driving instructor, and I teach the theory every week on our weekly courses. I do it every single day for 2 hours in the morning, and then they go out driving for 4 hours a day. So I had a pupil come in this today, part of the classroom session, and didn't know how the theory test worked, didn't know how many questions, didn't know about multiple choice, just decided that he wants to learn to drive, booked the course, end of. So we had no idea how the theory test works. He just knew there was a test before. So like I said, I never assume that you guys know there is a theory test and how the theory test works. I always do an overview. So it's a multiple choice questions, 50 questions. Out of the 50 questions, it's made up of 14 categories. If you didn't know, on the apps, the theory test books, whatever you're using, it's 14 categories the 50 questions is drawn from, and you can get any makeup of that. So for example, you can get 5 road signs, 2 for vulnerable road users, 3 motorway rules, that type of thing. So it's made up of the 14 categories. And that's why I always say study the categories first and foremost before going into a mock test, because you need to know all the questions that's going to be asked. The reason why you need to know all the questions going to be asked, because on the test itself, the questions are worded differently. I will stress, some of you still think that app questions are the theory test questions. It's not. It's built around the theory test questions, so it can be worded differently, and it's going to be, I won't say there's going to be, there may be questions that you haven't seen before, because the app has a 770 odd questions, and the real theory test, they've got a data bank of about 1,200 questions. So there may be questions that you've never seen before. That's why I say do the categories first, understand the questions, understand the answers. Once you do that, the time is 57 minutes you have in total to do the questions. It's 43 questions you need to get right out of 50. You can flag them, you can go back to them, you can change your answer. But once you click finish on the question side of it, you now move on to the hazard perception. And that's 14 videos. 13 of them has single hazards, which is you can score a maximum of 5. One of them's got 2 hazards, i.e. a double hazard, so it's 2 5s. You need to score 44 out of 75 to pass that section. You need to average at least a 3 on every clip. So if you've got a couple of zeros, you need to now get a couple of few 5s, quite to be honest, 3 or 4 5s to bring your average up. And that will take me to dynamics question, which you can't see for some reason. Oops. My question has person right. In terms of a pattern or method, if you're clicking it, what they call a rhythmic method, let's just say you're going 1 2 click, 1 2 click, 1 2 click throughout the video. It's a set pattern, so the flags are spread evenly across the video. You're going to fail. That's what they mean by method. The 2 click method is, as much as it is a method, it's a 2 click method, but you're clicking on the problem. So technically, there's a problem, you click, you go 1 2 click, and then you leave that alone. And then obviously there's going to be a gap between that and the next hazard. So there's going to be a gap. It's not the flags are not spaced evenly across the video. That's what they mean by a set method or a rhythmic method. The 2 click method is not going to fail you. If it did, I wouldn't use it. So hopefully that clears that up. There's no trick questions. The theory test is written and worded badly. Again, that's why I stress read the questions carefully, read the answers carefully. And that comes back to, again, you can't see that because it's on the wrong screen. Any last minute tips? Yeah, that's my last minute tips. Read the questions very carefully. Read the answers very carefully. You may want to read it 2 or 3 times. If you don't know what the answer is, work backwards. I'll do it on this mock test when we do it. What I mean by working backwards, if you don't know what the answer is, work out what it can't be and then eliminate that. Sometimes there's 2 you can get rid of, and then you're left with a 50-50, which is obviously going to be a better guess at a 1 in 4 compared to 1 in 2. Make sure you breathe. It sounds stupid, but make sure you take deep breaths so the brain gets a lot of oxygen. You can't take water in there, so you can't drink any liquids in there. So make sure you take your time and breathe. Anything you're not sure of, flag it and move on. And then you can always come back to it later on. And then obviously you can change your answer if necessary. But I will suggest you take your time. But most importantly, read all the questions and answers. And remember, you're looking for the safest option. The theory test is black and white. It's always going to be safe. There's always going to be a safe option, and that's what you're looking for. If it doesn't lead to a safe outcome, then you're looking for a controlled outcome, which is normally your motorway questions and your first aid questions. And the most important thing I say every week, don't overthink it. The test isn't about you. It's a generic answer. It has to be the same answer no matter who's taking it, where they're taking it in any part of the country. So don't make it personal and don't overthink the question. If the question just gives you A, B, C to play around with, then it's A, B, C you're looking for. Once you start adding, well, what if this, what if that? It's a different question. You've changed it by adding stuff in or taking stuff out. And again, I'll try to show you on this as we go through it. So that's the basic stuff with the theory test. So hopefully that helped you out with that. So let me just catch up with you guys with this. $42 out of 56. Right, the hazard perception, you've got SAS 66 out of 75. That's really high. 42, so you've got 8 questions wrong. Again, 8 questions, that's going to be at least 5 categories. So you need to go back to your paperwork, look at the categories that they gave you, that told you that the question was wrong in, and then restudy those and then start taking mock tests again. But again, I would stress doing that before booking another test, so you're not under pressure. Welcome, you're new here. My test is 22nd of March. I've been watching your videos and they are very helpful. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that because that's one of the reasons why I keep making videos, because you guys, it's helpful. So you keep telling me and it's helping you to study. Right, so what I'm going to do is start the mock tests. Keep your questions and chat coming. I will catch up with them. That's a shame. Don't either way, you're still gonna have to do a theory test, whether it's for a bike or not. There's a lot of people doing motorbike tests for some reason. I'm probably missing something here why people are going for motorbikes. But you still got to do the theory side of it for the motorbikes. And on the 4-in-1 app, this is why I like to use, you can change the question bank to motorcycles. So if you go to the settings, you can change the question bank from car driver to motorbike questions. But you're still gonna have to do a theory test anyway. I personally, Laura, I would just keep going. Even if you want to do a bike, I would still keep going. It's better to pass it now, especially while you're young, than waiting another 2-3 years. My pupil this week, Carl, he's left it 20 odd years. He's 30 something now, and he needs his license. To be fair, he's not a bad driver, to be fair to him, but yeah, he's left it late. Denise, wow, you kept that secret. Wow, sorry, Denise is one of my coaching pupils, and yeah, wow, congratulations, you kept that really quiet. Do me a favor, send me a picture of the pass certificate, and we need to arrange a time to record the results video. And then I can release your videos out on the Thursday like everybody else is going out. But well done and congratulations. I'm so proud of you to stick it through, especially the last little few weeks with the issues you had and everything else, which I won't declare on YouTube. But yeah, congratulations. I am so proud of you, Denise. Well done. And thank you for letting me know. But yeah, email me the pass certificate so I can take a picture of that and set the scene up for our coaching session. The last one, so I can film the results session and you can let people know how you felt. Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's made my day, that has. Yeah, that's made my day. Congratulations. All right, let me start the mock test. Keep your chats coming and I will catch up with that. So, those of you that are new, the way this works is we read the question first. My monitor's at an angle. Right, read the question first. So, which color follows the green signal at a passing crossing? This is A, steady amber. This is B, flashing amber. And C is steady red. And D is flashing green. So, what I'd like you to do in the chat, put the number. So, it's got to be number 1. If you think it's 1A, put 1A. I say every week, there's a delay between me and YouTube, you and YouTube. I want to make sure we're always on the same question number before we move on. So, put the answer you think it is. Wow, Denise, you just made my day. Brilliant. Portia, welcome. How are you doing, Portia? Oh, silent watcher. Okay, brilliant. But it's nice that you commented and I know you're here. If the books are working for you, my camera's going blurry. If the books are working for you, that's fine. It's not a problem. You got to choose what's best for you. Hopefully you was here, Rita, when I was talking about flagging. Read the questions carefully. If not, watch the replay on that. But good luck with it tomorrow. Come back next week and let us know. My audio is very low. You're the only one who's saying my audio's low. It's coming through quite clearly on my end. If my audio's low, could someone else confirm that, please? But Akapo, that might be on your side, but it's coming through clearly on my side. Yeah, it's coming through clearly on my side. I send a mail about participating in a recorded session. What name did you send it under? If you got a test booked, according to what you said, if you got a test booked, I can't do a session. The whole point of the session is to at least have 2 or 3 so I can help you, not just one session. But what name did you send the email under? All right, let me catch up with the... Right, 1A. Diana. I think I've seen the picture before. I don't remember the name, but welcome. Nelva, there's all these new faces. Oh, 1B. All these new faces coming in through the back door. Name it, welcome. Right, the common answer is A. Which color follows the green signal at a puffing crossing? Green, amber, steady amber. Flash number, steady red. It's going to be steady amber. If you do, when you do lights, because again, I'm getting quite a few emails. You guys are struggling with lights. Go from bottom to top. They're all single colors when you go up. So it's green, steady amber, and then red. And then it goes red and amber together and then goes to green. So if you go up, it's all single colors. And that's the easiest way to remember that. You want to turn right from a main road into a side road. What should you do just before turning? Okay, put your answer in the chat. Let me catch up with what you guys are saying. Star, welcome. I think all of these should be addressed towards the end so people that are limited. Well, that's not going to work. People who have given up their time to join the live, I like to say hello to them. So if that doesn't suit you, then just watch the replay. But that's not going to happen. Hi. You're traveling at 70 miles and on a freeway motorway. There's no traffic ahead. What lane should you be? It's going to be left. Always stay left when possible. All the other lanes are just for overtaking. So you overtake and get back to the left. So it's always stay left when possible. Right, 2. Right, got C. I got an A. Yasmin, you haven't put the number. So I don't know whether you're answering the first question or the second question. Right, you've got 1A now, Yasmin. Your 1A is just coming through with the 2s. Right, the common answer here seems to be it's loud. Okay, thanks for that. Hopefully it's not too loud because it's coming through on my system as on the right level. Right, most of you again gone for 2A. You want to turn right from the main road to the side road. What should you do just before turning? Yep, check for traffic, turning, overtaking on the right. Again, for those of you who got your test tomorrow, you asked for tips. If you read the question, breaking it down, you want to turn right. You got right in the question. You're going to need right in the answer. Even though this has got cancel right turn signal, makes no sense. The safest option, so you got right in the answer. So sometimes you can look for clues in the question, look for clues in the answer. It's what I call golden nuggets if you watch my videos. Where would it be unsafe, not safe, unsafe to overtake? So where would it be unsafe? Passed my test last week. Congratulations, first and foremost. Videos were helpful. Please recommend any driving instructor in Leeds. I cannot recommend driving instructor in Leeds. I'm nowhere near Leeds. What you're going to need to do is either Google driving instructors near you, which is obviously Leeds, or ask for recommendations from friends and family members. But I have no idea what driving instructors are in Leeds. Oh, wow, that's dedication for you. Hattie, if you're still here, I wish you luck with it. You want to be, I'm assuming your test center's got to be close by if you're here and you've got an hour to get there. Be there 15 minutes beforehand so you're not stressing, but I wish you luck with that. Right, number 3. Where are you guys? 3. Some of you just put in the letter, not the question number. Right. First and foremost, welcome. First time joining, and I wish you luck with that tomorrow. If you've got any last minute questions, put it in the chat and let me try to answer it for you. Right, most of you gone for A on this one. Seems like it's always A for the answers at the moment. Where would it be unsafe approaching a junction? One-way street, turn up a long hill on a single carriageway. It's gonna be A. Yep. You're parked on the road at night. When must you use your parking lights? Right, if you did that and got a fail on the first 3 videos, I'm assuming you clicked on hazards that didn't exist. That's the only way that it would have happened. So it would have said to you, or should have said to you, you clicked in an unacceptable manner. You clicked on things that didn't exist. That's why the clicks added up to too many. If you click on stuff that exists, it cannot add up to too many clicks if you're doing a double click. So it wasn't the double click that caused you the problem, it's that you're clicking on stuff that didn't exist on that. FJs, congratulations on passing. Thank you for coming back and letting me, well, I say coming back, I've not seen your name before. So coming and letting me know. Appreciate that. Alfie, hopefully your studying's going well, and I will see you Wednesday. I think we're booked in for. I think it's Wednesday. I'll check my diary anyway. I'm going to send you a message after this. My editor wants to talk to you about something, but I need your permission to send him your email address. I'm going to send you a message after the live. Yeah, he saw something on the video he wants to talk to you about. No problem. Yeah, Denise, let's arrange that last session just to record the results video. No problem. Thank you very much. What are we on for? Caressa, welcome. Hopefully you are fine. The majority of you are going for Simon. Not seen you before, so welcome to you. Yasmin, not seen you before. Quite a few new faces. Nelva's gone for B. Jerry. Most of you have gone for, oh, got a C here. Diana, gone for a C. B. I'm assuming then the majority's got to be correct. You're parked on the road at night. When must you use your parking lights? Again, keyword there is parked. It's when the speed limit exceeds 30 miles an hour. In other words, you're on a faster road, so you need to leave your parking lights on so people can work out that you're parked quickly. That's the reason why. You have stopped in an emergency area. What must you do before you rejoin the carriageway? Tunde, well done to you. Congratulations and thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. If it's after the live, you can write down any questions between now and next week Monday. Come to the live, get it answered last minute. If it's before the live, come back and let us know how you got on. But good luck with it. I've done that one already. I think that's me caught up. Right, what are we on 5? Can't find them. Where are you? Where are you? 5. There we go. 5. Right, I got a B here. Got A here. Oh, so you guys are going for A's and B's. Laura, your 3 C's just come through. Got A. So A's and B's seems to be splitting you. XR Fusion, welcome. Not seen your name before, so welcome aboard. Right, A's and B's. You stopped in the emergency area. What must is the key word, you do before rejoining A? Move away with your... Oh, no. It's definitely not going to be that. Move away with your hazard lights on. So it can't be that. It's not safe. Use emergency telephone. Again, breaking it down. For those of you who got a test coming up, the link, you have stopped in emergency area. It's got emergency in the answer. So you have to shortlist as a possible. It's going to be used emergency phone. But you're definitely not going to move off with your hazard lights on. When may you stop on a motorway? Just remember my question. It's all the theory tests, CGI more clear to view because the real ones are sometimes. Yeah, on the apps, it is a mixture of CGIs and what they call real life clips. The real life clips are hard to see. On the real test, it's all CGIs and they're a lot clearer because obviously you're doing it on a bigger screen as well. It's literally virtually crystal clear, to be honest. And the clips are slightly slower than the apps themselves. So again, if you're passing on the apps, in my experience anyway, the pupils who pass in the classroom on the apps is very rare. I have not had anyone fail in years on the hazard perception, to be fair. But yeah, once they're passing the classroom, they tend to go and pass because it's slower and they've practiced and perfected the 2-click method. But it's all CGIs. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Thank you. And congratulations. I should have said that first of all. Congratulations on passing. 6. There we go. First one out. 6B. The majority of you are going for B. I don't see a difference of opinion here. Goodwin, welcome. Sneaking through the back door. How are you? Yeah, most of you are going for B. Yeah, emergency or breakdown. That's the only time you can stop legally. What does this sign mean? I always say, again, for those of you taking a test tomorrow or this week, you want tips, read the question first, look at the image, motorbike, motor car, and then go to your options. Never read the question and then go to the options, and then go to the image. Read the question first, look at the image, because sometimes there's clues in there, golden nuggets, and then you can go to your options. Happy Moments Entertainment. Welcome to you. Not seen your name before. Congratulations on passing, and thank you for coming back and letting me know how you got on. SBL online. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm glad the videos helped you out. Again, happy moments, entertainment. Appreciate that. Thank you. If it works for you, which it obviously did, fine. But not everyone's in that position to do that. You guys have to find your method. I'm just giving you the basic, simple stuff first. Then you just fill it around the best way that works for you, because it's not going to be the same for everyone. 7. You're here. That's the main thing. Yeah, SBL, I saw your message. No problem. Hopefully you was here to hear the acknowledgement. Again, most of you are going for the, I'm assuming it's the correct answer because it's the majority. I do, but you won't be taking practical lessons with me. I do intensive courses and I am fully booked up. But if you want my email address, you can still send me an email. It's info@Driving Theory UK. It's the same name as the channel. So it's info@drivingtheoryuk.com. All right. B is what you guys have gone for. Hold on a minute. Right, most of you have gone for B. No motor vehicles. Yeah, motorbike, motor car, no motor vehicles. And I give, again, for those of you going for a test anytime soon, tomorrow and Wednesday I thought we had in the chat. 95% red circles are no's. They'll always normally give you 2 with no's. So if you didn't know what it meant, always isolate the 2 with no's. And then go from there. Obviously, motorbike, motor car. So that's why it's no motor vehicle. So 95% of red circles are no's. You're traveling on a motorway. It's a lot of motorway questions. You're traveling on a motorway in England. When must you stop your vehicle? Oh, guys, coming through already. It's getting quicker and quicker. All right, 8D. Yeah, I think that's 8D. Yeah, it's got traffic officer. So that's going to be more official than all the others. So it's going to be D, yeah. A traffic officer talking about the devils. Traffic officers operate on motorways and some primary routes in England and Wales. What are they authorized to do? The last question should have given you the answer to this question. And that's how it works sometimes on the real test. Sometimes you get a question to jog your memory. That's why I always say flag it. Sometimes you may get a question that jogs your memory and you can always go back and change it. But never be afraid to flag. Niha, welcome. Why is that one so like spread apart though? I'm not understanding that. Just clarify that, what you mean by that, dynamic, please. What are we on 9? B. Oh, gone for a C on that one. The majority's gone for a B. There's no number. I'm assuming you mean C with that. Niha, if you've got a question, type it in the chat and I will come across it. Right, most of you gone for B. Yeah, from the last question, stop and direct anyone on the motorway. You're going through a long tunnel. What will warn you of congestion or an incident, should I say, ahead? So what's going to warn you? Would you recommend to advise a manual automatic? I'm assuming you mean driving lessons. I can't answer that. That's a personal thing. So you need to answer that whether or not you want to do a manual automatic. If I was to give you an answer, I'd be biased as well because I'm a manual driving instructor, not an automatic. But that's not something I would advise someone to do. That's personal. So you have to make that decision yourself. I will add as a guidance, if you're young, probably under 25, I would go for a manual. If you're the older category, as a guide, I'm talking about, if you're older, mid 30s to 40s, probably automatic. But if you're young, I would do manual. The reason being, you've got the choice of both automatic and manual. Whereas if you're do it automatic, you're stuck with automatic. And at a young age, I don't know if you want to be stuck with an automatic. But that's my advice as a guide, not as gospel. So you still need to make your own decisions. Congratulations on passing the ferry, by the way. Just saw your message. That's probably just the app that I'm using. I'm using the desktop version of Driving Test Success. It comes better on the on the channel rather than the iPad app. Trying to find the 10s. There we go. This is the first one. D. Again, most of you are sticking with each other, so it looks like D is the correct answer. All right, let's take a look at D. Long tunnel, warn you, blah, 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 variable message. Yeah. It's going to be variable message signs. They can change the signs as and when they see fit. That's why. So they can warn you about anything going on. Why should, keyword there is should, you check the information leaflet before taking any medicines? Olamedi, hopefully I'm saying that right. You've gone for a B there, 10B when it's 10D. Great, Simon. Not seen your name before, so welcome to you. You, Jans, your internet connection must be really quick because you're coming through first almost every time now. Or you're just a quick typist. Where are you gone? There you are. Evan C. Again, from the majority of you, it looks like C is the correct answer. Sorry, C. A little change there. Yeah, most of you gone for C. Yemo. Not seen your name before, so welcome to you. What was it? C. Some types of medicines can affect your ability to drive safely. Again, the keyword there is safely. Yep, correct answer. You're carrying two 13-year-old children and their parents in your car. Who's responsible for seeing that the children wear seatbelts? Jill Johnson, welcome to you. Bink. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's a silent J. Welcome. Not seen your name before. Not seen your name before. Young S had my theory test today. Okay. Well done to you. Not a thing that I recommend watching videos lastminute.com. It's worked for you, obviously, but congratulations and thank you for coming and let me know that you passed. Appreciate that. Again, straight away, just seen the comments. It's like A is the popular answer, or correct answer, should I say. Epic Plays, you're not putting the number of the question. I don't know what question number you're on. You just got C. That's the wrong one, 11C, sorry. All right, I'll see if you've gone for A's from the look of it. So the question is, you're carrying 13-year-old children. Who's responsible? Driver all day long. Once you jump in that driver's seat, you are legally responsible for the car. So regardless of what goes wrong, it's going to be the driver all day long. You've just passed your first practical driving test. What will you have to do if you get 6 penalty points on your license in the next 2 years? Yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, you're on 2 years probation once you pass your driving test. If you get 6 points or more, you lose the license and you're back to square one. So what do you have to do to get your license back? Oh, that's quick. 13A. Oh, it's your first time, Jill. Any questions? Put it in the chat. Let me answer it for you, and welcome aboard. Hopefully you get some benefit from this, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Glad to have you here, Yemo. Still waiting for the 13s to come through. It's ridiculous. There we go. 13. A. Laura, your 10C's coming amongst the 13s. Again, the majority of you are going for A, so I've got to assume that's correct. No difference of opinion on that one. To get your license back, you've got to take another theory test, another practical test. The other thing that you got to realize as well, your insurance is going to go sky high second time round, because nobody loses their license for a good thing. They lose it for a bad thing. So the insurance company is going to hit you in the pocket. What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road for cars and motorcycles? So what's the national speed limit? Today, 40 out of 50, 50 out of 75. Started watching your videos 3 weeks ago. Congratulations on passing the theory test, and Joyful, thank you for coming and letting me know how you got on. I appreciate that. It's good to know that the videos are working for you guys, and as long as I keep getting feedback, I'll keep, as long as it's positive, obviously, I'll keep making videos as much as I possibly can. I got 42 2 times. Is that the real test or just mock test? If it's got 42 2 times, I would suggest you check the categories, put the paperwork side by side, and see if there's a common denominator with your categories. If it's 5 you would have got 5 or more wrong categories I'm talking about on those 2 tests. If they're similar, there's a weakness in those categories. If it's 5 different categories every time you did it, there's a lack of knowledge. So you're going to go back to the drawing board and start to study the categories again. But I would suggest you would have got a common link between the 2 tests. So you would have probably got the same categories wrong on both tests, but you need to check your paperwork for that. 14. There we go. 14. D. Again, most of you from first glance. Are going for D. So again, I've got to assume. Right, so most people gone for D's. Right, what's the question? Single carriageway, cars and bikes, single carriageway, 60 miles an hour. So it's 60. What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? So what's the legal requirement that a newly qualified driver has to have? Laurie, first and foremost, congratulations on passing on Saturday. So well done to you, and thank you for coming and letting me know how you got on. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're now going on to your driving, and I wish you luck with that as well. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Petra, my first time here and I want to start revision for my theory. It's my first time here and I want to start revision for my theory. Well, you started by being here. That's the first and foremost, so welcome. That's your first start. Your second step would be, once the video's finished or the live is finished, jump onto the channel and start revising by doing the Study With Me series. I'll do both, by the way, Study With Me and Practice Makes You Better series. What I've done with the Study With Me series is a 20-question mock test on each category, so it gives you a head start to start the study with the categories, and that's a desktop app. And with the Practice Makes You Better series is 30-question mock test on every category, and that's the app itself, the tablet app, 4-in-1. And then once you start doing all the categories, then move on to the mock test. And then once you start passing the mock test on a regular basis, then I would suggest you book your theory test. So that's my advice and plan for you. If you've got any other questions, put it in the chat. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. First time user. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so hopefully it's all helping you, which is the most important thing. But thank you for coming and letting me know. 15. There we go. 15. B. Again, most of you going for the B. Okay, most of you gone for B. So let's take a look. They must have valid motor insurance. Yeah, correct answer. Reason for that, once you pass your driving test, especially if you take your own car to test, which some of my pupils are doing, they take their own car to test. Once the examiner says, congratulations, you've passed, basically, you're no longer a learner driver. So your learner insurance is no longer valid. You have to have proper insurance. So once you pass your driving test, you're no longer a learner. And that's the reason why this is the answer, just in case you want to know. You're approaching a zebra crossing. What should you do if pedestrians waiting to cross are waiting to cross? Aquasea. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hi, sir. Good evening. Thank you for efforts. I'm still going to pass my favorite test with high marks. Again, congratulations. I appreciate all you guys that are passing or failing, to be honest, even though it's not nice that you're failing. Come in and let me know, because I know, first and foremost, if you're passing, the videos are working. If you're failing, then obviously maybe I need to tweak what I'm doing a little bit to help you pass. But yeah, I appreciate all the comments you guys are making and turning up to the lives, to be honest. I appreciate it. There's 111 of you here as well. So I appreciate taking time out on a Monday. Sometimes you've got better things to do. So I appreciate it. You guys just don't know how much, to be honest. 16. I'm trying to find the 16s. There we go. Caroline. Right, again, most of you, majority of these. Yeah, most of you these. Zebra crossing is always going to be slowed down and be prepared to stop. What's the national speed limit on the motorways for cars and motorcycles? Peace. Your question for 12 has just come through amongst the 16. So you either typed in really late or your internet connection is really slow, one of the two. Claudia, I've seen your message. I'll tackle that in a minute. All of you are going for D's, which is nice to know, if it's the correct answer. Fazzy, 3K, just come through the back door. Welcome to you. Not seen your name before, so welcome. Right, most of you have gone for D's. So yeah, 70 miles an hour. Maximum speed limit on the motorway is 70 miles an hour. What should you do if an instrument panel warning light comes on while you're driving? Claudia, welcome to you first and foremost. If we passed in the question but failed in the videos, is it mean we failed for the test? If we pass in the questions, right, I'm assuming you mean if you pass the 50 questions, so you got minimum 43, so you got 43 or more, but you failed on the hazard perceptions, do you fail the whole test? I'm assuming that's what you mean. If it is yes, you have to pass both parts same day, same time. You can't go back and do one or the other. So it's got to be both of them on the same day, same time. So you have to pass the questions and you have to pass the hazard perception. So hopefully that helps you out with that. If not, let me know. 18. Okay, most people gone for C. Hello, Asamoah. Right, C is the common answer. Show my panel warning light. Check, have a problem quickly. Again, keyword there, safely. Because the theory test is about safety. Yeah, it's going to be that one. You're at the scene of an incident. How could you help someone who's suffering from shock? Peace every Monday, 4:30. So every Monday at 4:30, there's a live session. So hopefully I'll see you next week. If you've got any questions between now and then, jot them down and then bring it to the live, type it in the chat, and I will answer it personally for you. Okay, great, brilliant. Jill, can you please repeat the names? Right, go on the channel once the live is finished, and it's already in the playlist, so you don't have to search for all of them individually. The playlist is Study With Me series, which is on 20 questions for all the categories. It just gives you a head start, and it's on the desktop app. Is what I'm using now. I'm using the 4-in-1 desktop app because it comes across better on video. And then the Practice Makes You Better series, which is the iPad app. And again, that's 30 questions across all categories, because I always recommend to study the categories first before diving into mock tests, because you need to know really what every question's asking you. Because when you go for the real test, it's going to be worded slightly different. But if you know what the questions are already, when it's worded differently, you've got a better chance of passing. But if you go there, see a question you've never seen before, don't know how it's worded, then you're going to struggle anyway. And that's what I would suggest. And then you can start to go to your mock test, 50 question mock test, and do it that way. So it's Practice Makes You Better series and Study With Me series, and they're all in the playlist already. So hopefully that helps you out, Jill. The other thing I will add to that as well is watch the individual videos. I've got videos on the traffic lights, motorways, and just fill in the gaps in between. Don't just watch the Study With Me series. And the traffic light ones and the zebra crossing ones, there's visual clues on there as well. I like to do things visually. So if I can use the app that I use for the driving lessons, then it's in the video as well. Right, most of you gone for B. Yeah, reassure them confidently. Reassure them means talking to them, just in case you haven't seen the videos for this. Talking to them, let them know that you are there for them, but don't say things like, you're going to be fine, you're going to be okay. You can't use terms like that anymore. So yeah, just keep talking to them. Let them know that you are there for them and there's someone there for them. Number 20 already. Wow. You see a pedestrian carrying a white stick that also has a red band. What does this mean? Again, look at the image, take in the clues, and then see what the answer is. Jill, you've typed in 19B so many times. Just the once. It's on the channel in the playlist. Yes. If you, like I said, if you go on the channel, there's a playlist already set up. Just click on that. And it's got all the categories in there. And Study With Me is 20 questions per category, and Practice Makes You Better is 30 questions per category, just to give you a head start. And most of you have gone for A. So congratulations on that. I thought you would fall for the trap, but you didn't. Yeah, it is a read the question. It's got two colors, red band. Sorry, it's got a white stick. So it's one color, red is a different color. So it's two colors. So it's got two disabilities. White is deaf. No, it's not. White is blind. Red is deaf. Again, that's why I say always read the question, look at the image, pick up clues from there. Yeah, dynamic. That's the last one on there. Dynamic. Let me tick this off to make sure so you can see it's correct. Yes, I wish you luck with your theory test on Saturday. Make sure you still practice until then. Don't get complacent. And yeah, let me know how you get on next Monday. I got my fingers crossed for you. Muriel, welcome. Yeah, but make sure you take your time. Don't binge study. You're trying to take that information in and absorb the information. There's quite a lot of you still trying to binge study and failing. That's the reason why I keep saying understand the questions, understand the answers. So no matter how it's worded, you're going to be fine with it. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. See you next week. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Dynamic. Thank you, Petra. That will be the telephone. Use the telephone. Use the emergency telephone. The question was emergency refuge. It's got emergency in the question. It's got emergency in the answer. It doesn't always work, but when it's got something that's in the question and in the answer, you have to shortlist as a possible. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, guys, and appreciate that a lot. And you guys taking your time out on a Monday. So, for those of you who got a test, I wish you luck with it. Come back, let us know how you got on next week. And I shall see you next Monday at 4:30. Make sure you guys have a safe week, no matter what you do. All right, take care.